Hello, it's David here. Okay, so today is Tuesday, the 3rd of June, 2014, and it is 5:24 p.m. As you can see, I have $4,925 in my account. I've made this amount over the past 2 weeks using my system, and I'm going to show you, step by step, exactly how this system works so that you can trade exactly like I do. Now, in order to place a trade, you need to click on the 60 Seconds tab. And let me just click on it right over here. You can choose the currency pair you want to trade from the drop-down asset menu. You can see that I've selected the Euro-USD pair, and here you can choose the expiration time for your trade. Here you have the 70% payout for this trade, which I'm hovering over, and the call and put buttons. Here we have the graph, which shows us how the currency has performed in the last hour. You can select different time frames. We've currently got the 1 hour time frame selected. I am now clicking on the Trade Now tab, which redirects me to the High-Low section. The Euro-USD pair is still selected. Here we have what is called the Trader Choice Control, which is a social trading tool that tells you what direction the majority of traders are trading at the moment. This tool is immensely important to this trading strategy, and it is also very accurate, especially with BeeOptions, thanks to the huge number of online traders on this site who are trading at the same time during all hours of the day. So, at the moment, 53% of traders are saying the Euro-USD currency pair is going to go up, and 47% are saying it's going to go down from the current price level. Notice that consulting this tool is step number 1. This tool gives you the mainly traded direction, which is call. Okay, the second step is quickly returning to the 60 Seconds tab, entering a $5 trade, and quickly clicking on the call button. The confirmation pop-up appears, and we need to click on Apply to place our trade, and then Approve. And we're good. Now here you can see your open positions with all of the necessary information, like the direction of your trade, total estimated profits of $8.5, investment amount, and everything like that. This circled part shows you the time left until the trade expires. If it's green, it's currently winning, and as you can guess, if it's red, then it's currently losing. BeeOptions gives you updates on your trade in real time. Now, the key thing when trading is not to get excited when you see that the trade is winning. Whether your trade is green or red at the moment doesn't really matter. You're always looking at the bigger picture. A lot of people tend to get stressed as soon as they see the red bar, and this is very important for me to emphasize. If you're here just to win one trade, you're in the wrong business. You have to keep your emotions separate from your trading session and concentrate on the strategy. Remember, as long as you're trading in the same direction as the majority of traders, you know you have an advantage. That advantage is that you are a consistent trader with a real strategy. Alright, looks like this trade is a winner. I won the $8.5, which means I've made a profit of $3.5. So, my new balance is automatically updated to $4,928.5. So, what I'll do now is start with step 1 all over again. Click the Trade Now tab, look at the Trader Choice tool to see what direction most traders are trading. As you can see, 47% are saying it is going to go down, and 53% are saying it will go up. Let's enter a $5 trade again in the same direction. Hit Call, Apply, and then Approve, and we are on again. As you can see, the trade is now on. So now, if I win this trade, I'll simply go back to step 1 and 2 again and continue making these small $3.5 profits, which will add up to a nice amount of money as long as I don't lose a trade. Since I'm trading in the same direction as the majority of traders, it can take a while to lose a trade. But then, once it does happen, I'll just move on to step 3. Step 3 involves a $25 trade, enough to recoup your $5 loss, the $25 investment, and also generate a profit of $12.5 on top of it, and stay in the black. Now, as you can see, the bar has turned red to represent a loss, and I am quickly entering a $25 trade. I quickly click on Call, Apply, then Approve, and my $25 trade has been successfully placed. Here, we can see the information on my trade, as you saw before. As I mentioned, with a $25 investment, we're looking at a $42.5 payout. Now, as you may have noticed, an important thing about this strategy, especially when trading 60-second binary options, is the speed at which you enter the trade. As soon as you lose a trade, don't hesitate for a second. You have to quickly follow up by moving on to the next step in order to recoup your loss and catch that currency fluctuation. Now, let's hope that this time you will get to see a losing trade again. Really, sometimes it can take ages to get to that losing trade point using this system. I could actually make a losing trade quite easily, simply by trading against the majority, as shown by the Trader Choice tool. But for this, I'm staying loyal to the steps in the system, so that I can better show you what it's really like. I want you to see the complete step-by-step system from start to finish. And this is a live video, so it's not always easy to plan these things. But we'll just continue to roll with it, and I hope you'll get to see the next step soon. Alright, so this is a winning trade. As you can see, my balance was automatically updated to $4,941. Let's have a quick look at my portfolio, where you can see my recent trading history. So this is the trade that we lost with a payout of $0, and the one we just won with a total payout of $42.5. We've made our money back with some profit, and now we're going to go back to the first and second steps. As you can see, the Trader Choice tool shows us that 47% of traders are saying that the pair will go down, and once again, 53% of them are saying that it will go up. So now I click the 60 seconds tab. The amount is set at $5 by default, which in this case is what we want to trade. I click on the call button. I then click apply, wait for it to process my request, and the platform approves my trade automatically if I just let the timer run down to 0. Now, we're back to the Open Positions tab, where we can see the trade that I just placed. So far, we're looking at a winning trade. Notice my emotions are completely removed from my trading. It's imperative that you maintain the same separation as well when you are trading, no matter if it's green or red. Now, it looks like we're going to finish in the money, which means a total payout of $8.50, and therefore a profit of $3.50. And it's done. You can see that my account balance has once again been automatically updated, this time to $4,944.50. Now, we're going to set up our next trade, which will also be of $5. But first, let's take a look at the Trader Choice tool. It hasn't changed since we last had a look at it, still at 47% and 53%. Staying true to the strategy, as always, we're going in for a call option. Now we're back to the 60-second section. An amount of $5 is what we're looking to invest. Just like before, I click on call, apply, and then approve. Now we're back to the Open Positions tab, showing us the trade that I just placed. So this started off as a losing trade. I actually hope that the next few trades are losing ones so that I can go beyond the $25 trade step so as to show you the full system. If not, well, then we'll just keep on trying and winning until it does happen. Again, it's important to stay true to the strategy, and in case of a winning trade, not to go with a higher amount in the next one. I know getting greedy is easy to do, but I assure you that greed will result in eventual failure. So, don't stray away from the bigger picture, and you should be fine. Alright, we just won the trade in the last second. These sorts of things can go for or against you in times of market fluctuation. That's just how it goes. So, again, my account balance is automatically updated, and it now reads $4,948. Right, let's jump right back onto the trading train. We click on Trade Now to have a look at the Trader Choice tool, and once more, it's the same as it was for our previous trade. 47% of traders say the pair will go down, and 53% say that it's going up. So, once again, I quickly click on the 60 seconds tab. I make sure that the default amount is still $5. I click on the call button, apply, and finally approve. As always, we find ourselves back to the Open Positions tab, which displays the trade that I just placed. Again, I hope that this trade and the next couple of ones end out of the money, so that I can show you the steps that come after just one loss. Alright, it looks like this one is going to end in a loss, which is not good for my account balance, obviously, but great for the purpose of the video. I quickly scroll up without looking at the Trader Choice tool and enter the amount of $25. I click on Call, Apply, and, you guessed it, Approve. So, this trade is a $25 trade. As I mentioned before, we're looking at a $42.5 payout when placing a $25 investment. This means that it's enough to recoup your $5 loss, the $25 investment, and it will also generate a profit of $12.5 on top of it. Thus, you'll stay in the black. Again, I can't stress enough to completely remove your emotions from trading. You always need to maintain a complete separation, no matter if you win or lose. But getting back to this, since what started off looking like a winning trade is now going to be a losing trade, it's time to prepare for the next step. And indeed, it is a losing trade. So, we quickly scroll up and select a $50 trade for the fourth step of this strategy. I click on Call, Apply, and Approve, and we're set. So, this is a $50 trade, and I'm going to take the time again to discuss the next trade, which will be a bit trickier if this trade doesn't come in. This is the next step of my system. It is the $150 trade, and I really do hope you get to see it. I actually rarely get the chance to use this step since I trade according to the popularity tool in the same direction as the majority of traders. But today, we're kind of lucky in that respect, because it looks like the percentage shown in the popularity tool isn't too super decisive. So, I really hope you get to see what happens next. Basically, what you'll want to do if this trade doesn't come in is go for a $150 trade. Now, the tricky part is that they don't have this amount available as a default, so I'm going to need to work around it. What I need to do is quickly go for a $100 trade, and then very quickly, like immediately after that, I need to go for another trade, this one for $50. And I need to do this as soon as possible so that both trades will expire almost simultaneously. So, let me just get that $100 trade ready to go, and yes. Now, you will get to see the next step live. You have to be quick, okay? And immediately add another $50 trade without even hesitating for a second. And we are on. Now, at this point, my odds are looking much better. You have to remember, I am consistently trading in the same direction as the majority of traders, with a very predictable currency pair like the Euro-USD. And unless there is some serious news regarding the Euro or the US dollar, or some unexpected crash, I can be quite confident that this trade will come in. That is also one of the reasons why I recommend trading the Euro-USD currency pair, as it's not as volatile as other exotic currency pairs. But, of course, you can trade with any currency pairs that you feel very comfortable with. And as you can see, as expected, it is looking very green. You can already calculate the massive return for this $150 trade, which will boost my balance enough to cover any losses for today and add a very generous profit as well. So, let's wait for the countdown. Look at that. $255 in just 60 seconds. Now, with BeeOptions, you can see the expired positions here. Now, you can see the positions that we have submitted earlier, the $5, which was a losing trade with an actual payout of $0, the $25 trade submitted with a payout of $0, the $50 losing trade with a payout of $0, and the two winning trades with a total payout of $255 total. There's the $100 trade, which had a payout of $170, and the $50 trade, which had a payout of $85. My new account balance is then $4,973, as you can see right here. But remember, we also had a few losing trades, so this $255 is not all profit. But we started off with $4,925, and we come out of this trade with a $43 profit, a very good result for just 10 minutes of work. Now, for those of you who are still not sure whether or not this system works, what I suggest is that you open an account with BeeOptions and just give it a go. You'll be able to utilize several different deposit methods, including all major credit cards and debit cards, wire transfers, and even money bookers. Now, all of these methods work the same way when withdrawing your money. And this is another great thing about this platform. They respond quickly when you ask for a withdrawal, and it only takes a short amount of time before your money appears in your bank account or on your credit card, as opposed to many other platforms out there. Once you have the experience of doing it on your own, you'll quickly understand what a great opportunity trading binary options with my system is for increasing your monthly income from home or from the beach or even from a coffee shop, as long as you have a computer and an internet connection. So, I wish you great success, and I hope you enjoy my new trading system.